Hi everyone, my name is Glenn Bartley and welcome to another video. I'm down here today in Costa Rica with a quick product review of the Flashpoint Blast Pack BP960. Now this is a battery pack, an external battery pack that provides extra power to your flash. In days past I was never really interested in these units. They're fairly expensive, fairly heavy, one manufacturer Quantum, great product, but just not something that I was really willing to lug around. But I saw this being favorably reviewed by a few other photographers, and I thought I would try it out. The idea is, of course, that when you're shooting with these cameras that are capable of really fast frame rates, and you're using flash, the flash can only fire so quickly. It doesn't recycle in time to hit every frame, and often what happens is you get a bit of a shutter lag. You're trying to take a whole bunch of frames, but the flash isn't ready to fire, and the camera kind of stutters and doesn't maintain that frame rate that your camera is capable of. So it's nice to have a little extra juice here when you need it, to allow the flash to fire every time. You won't get frames where the flash doesn't fire, and you'll maintain that fast frame rate. This particular unit's really cool because it has two ports, and you can actually bridge the two into one power cable, which provides that extra bit of juice to your flash. So I would say, for me, whether this is a type of unit that I'm going to be willing to carry around on a day-to-day basis when I'm doing field photography, probably not. Typically I'm not shooting huge frame rate bursts anyways, but if I was sitting in a blind and shooting somewhere all day with a lot of flash, absolutely this is a great product. If I was somewhere fairly stationary and this thing's heavy enough, I don't want to add another, whatever this weighs, another pound to my rig to lug around all day. But this is a good product, and these batteries, what's really amazing is they last forever. You charge one of these things up and you're good for probably a whole week's shooting, let alone a day's. So it's kind of a cool product in that regard, where you're not having to charge batteries as much. Let's take a look at how it works from a perspective of without the battery pack unit on there, and then I'll plug it in and you can see the difference in the flash firing. So as you can see, this flash battery pack provides quite a bit of extra juice for the flash, and it is a good product. It's a worthwhile product. If you're someone who uses a lot of flash, especially if you're doing that in a more stationary way, or if you don't mind carrying the extra weight, I would definitely recommend the Flashpoint product. Check it out. Message across.
Hey Glenn, how's an average Joe like me get their hands on one of these sweet Blasterinos? What you gotta do is go on the World Wide Web, punch in Blast Pack on Google. Next thing you know, you got it in your lap.